Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year! Woo-hoo! It is 2014, and what I want to say is, where did 2013 go?
I know.
It flew
Crazy.
by, yes. And, you know, this time last year, I made some New Year's resolutions. I set some goals. And this year, I have some of the same goals, which is why I'm really excited about our upcoming online Bible study, Made to Crave by Lisa TerKeurst. And today I'm joined by the author of Made to Crave, Lisa TerKeurst, and also by Nikki Koziars, who is going to be leading this Bible study with me. And so, Lisa, let me just ask you, why did you write Made to Crave?
That's a great question. You know, I sat down in a moment of great discouragement and had to make a decision. I had been to the doctor, and I just hadn't been feeling that great. It wasn't that I felt particularly sick, but I was tired and not sleeping that great and just feeling sluggish and bloated and, you know, all those feelings. So I went to the doctor, and they ran a battery of tests and tested my body mass index, you know, and my weight and all kinds of stuff. And I wanted the doctor to come back in and go, okay, here's your problem. Here's the pill that will fix it. And life will return to normal. Yes. But instead, the doctor came back in and took my medical chart and wrote across this area, obese. And it stunned me because I really didn't consider myself obese, but my body mass index, the ratio of how much body fat I was carrying, it was too much according to all their charts and everything.
Yeah, I'm there.
It was frustrating, and then the doctor said what I kind of knew was going to happen. You need to eat less, move more, make healthy
choices.
Yes. So no magic pill.
Right.
So I went home and I was so discouraged, and I said, God, I'm going to pick up the Bible and read it from the perspective of someone who is struggling with this issue, who's struggling with food and my choices and all that. And I thought in doing so, the Bible would reassure me, God loves you exactly the way you are. And you know what I found? God does love me exactly the way I am. He loved me that day exactly the way I was, but he loves me too much to leave me in a place of defeat. And I was in such a state of defeat. I was always in this struggle between, if I was making healthy choices, then I felt, I guess, just frustrated that this had to be my issue and always resisting that. And then if I was eating whatever I wanted to, I felt completely defeated. So it didn't matter where I was in this vicious cycle. And as I continued to read, I got to just a few chapters into Genesis and found that Eve, the very tool that Satan used to lure Eve's heart to the first sin, the thing that he used, the prop that was on that scene that day, was food. And it really grabbed me, and I thought, you know what, this is an issue that God cares about. And so I continue to read the Bible from the lens of God speak to me, because I don't think this is just a physical issue. I used to think this issue is too small to take to God, too big for me to ever find victory. And what I found out is that God loves me exactly the way that I am, exactly in the place that I am, but he loves me too much to leave me in a place of defeat. And so I thought, maybe there's a few people that if I wrote about my journey, maybe there's a few people that would need this message too. And
just a few, because this is the first book that you hit the New York Times bestseller.
Well, that was a complete shock, Melissa. I mean,
because we need this book. I'm telling you, the message is like, you've hit a place. We've seen all the books that say how to lose 10 pounds, how to do this, and we get the formula. And usually the formula works, but it's missing something.
Yes, because I think what I was looking for when I went to the bookstore to try to find something that would encourage me, and this has been a lifelong struggle for me. I wanted something, I knew how to get healthy. So I didn't want another how-to book written by a naturally skinny person who craved carrot sticks and woke up in the morning like, yeehaw, I get to work out. I mean, that's just not me. Honest to goodness, it's not me. I mean, when I went to the nutritionist after being labeled obese, I sat in the car knowing that she was going to make me do different choices, and I ate an entire Chef Boyardee pizza and licked the plate just to spite. Like, I was not going to leave
Doesn't
one
that make
drop
y'all feel better? It makes
of
me feel
sauce.
better. It's been.
I knew
I am there.
She was about to take away my chef boy already pizzas. I knew she was. So I didn't need another how to get healthy
Right.
book. I knew how to get healthy.
Right.
What was missing was that want to.
Right.
The, I guess, spiritual and emotional motivation to really make healthy choices and not feel bitter about
Right.
doing so.
Right. And you've done. You're doing well with that. I mean,
I am.
You wrote this book? What, 4 years ago?
I wrote it 4 years ago, and I have fluctuated some. You know, I can kind of fluctuate down, and I'm like woohoo, you know, and I fluctuate up, and I'm like up, you know.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it's not out of control anymore.
Right.
You know, it's like I can go through a season where maybe I do fluctuate up a little bit, and then I start reminding myself of all these truths. I still go to what God gave me in this book. I still go to the verses and the principles and the thoughts, because I'm only as victorious as that day's choices. And so here's the difference. Do I sometimes still struggle? Absolutely. Do I, though, have an overall peace so that it doesn't get out of control like it used to? Yes.
Yes.
And that's a great thing.
That is a great thing. And I know that's something that I really want, which is why we are going to do Made to Crave, satisfying your deepest desire with God and not food. And we want to equip you, not just with a book to go through the Bible study. Really, all you need is the book and a Bible. But this book itself, there's healthy eating go-to scripts. Like when you're having those hard days, you can just flip this open, and they're so encouraging to give you just what you need at that time.
And they're all scripturally based, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very important. And tell us about some other things that we have that can equip us on this journey, Nikki.
Oh my gosh, Mel. We have so many options for people just to get connected. Every day here on the blog, we're going to have a new post for you, something to inspire you and keep you going. We have a Facebook community, a Twitter community, Pinterest community,
Instagram community.
Lots of ways for you to stay inspired on this journey.
That's right. And if you go to madetocrave.org, you can print refrigerator signs to go on your refrigerator or wherever you need them. There's a different word every week. They have our word of the week. And there's also some magnets that you can get that say Crave God, which is going to be our hashtag for this study. Crave God. Just pin it right up there. Perfect. Just your little visual reminder. Also available is something that we've never done before. We have a journal that we have designed here at Proverbs 31 to go along with Made to Crave. And if you go to our bookstore at proverbs31.org, you can find this journal. And we also have some conference calls. Just we have so much because we want, these are things that I realized would help me on this journey. And so we want to invite you and let you know what's available to you as well.
And you're not alone. You know, that's the thing.
Yes. Community is so important.
Community in this particular kind of study, I think community is always important, but I think with this particular study and with the unique issues that are going to be uncovered here, and I feel led to say too, maybe you don't struggle with food issues. This is really going to help you crave God above whatever physical thing that you're turning to instead of turning to God. And so I've had people write to me, food is not their issue, but as they read through it, God revealed, this is the issue, and I want you to apply these principles to that. And so community is so important because we're going to be exposing some raw, vulnerable places, not to the whole group, but just collectively, we all have that feeling of we're going to be a little bit vulnerable, a little bit exposed, but God is going to come in and meet us all, and we have each other. We're not alone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome. So would you join us? We would love to have you join us for Made to Crave. You can sign up. Just go to proverbs31.org and click Online Bible Studies. Sign up, and we will begin January 19th. All right. Happy New Year, y'all.